Okay, Rob, there's a faster car approaching.
No,
Driving behind had lots of incidents lately. Bear it in mind. Right side. Right side's clear. The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds. There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position. The driver behind's reputation is not good. Blue flag.
Ooh, I think there must have been some interesting fighting there.
Car right. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Oh, come on, GTVs. Open up the door for me. They put me there. They slowed down the Corvette a lot. There's a big pack of GT3s there. And there we go. A little bit of IMSA contact there. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Bank Racing Uncut. We're got some more iRacing content for you. This week, we're going to be doing our very first racing in the IMSA series, as we just got our class upgrade to A class at the end of last season. I haven't really ever done multi-class racing before, so we're going to try to see how it goes. This week, IMSA is at Sebring, as a lot of other stuff is happening with the special event of the Sebring 12 hours. So not as many people are playing in the IMSA series this weekend, so we're going to try to take advantage of that. Since I haven't really ever done multi-class racing before, I'm going to decide to use the GT3 car, as the GT3s just have to stay on their line and make it a little bit easier to try to learn how all the multi-class racing goes. And I have used the GT3s at Sebring before. I did them back in November. Go check out my videos on that to see how we did. And the GT3s were at Sebring last week in week 13, although I didn't do that because I was focusing more on oval racing to try to get up out of rookies and stuff like that. And then even throughout this rest of this week, I didn't get as much practice at Sebring as I would have liked, because I was focusing more on some oval upgrade stuff, as well as we're now really close to B class in oval. I also did some other racing for the global challenge, just trying to get my minimum races done to get some iRacing credits back by the end of the season, and some of my other series that I have access to. So I didn't get as much practice as I would have liked, but we did get up to a faster pace than where I was at with the GT3s in November, although that might have been a little bit because of setup, although I didn't check the change the setup at all. I don't really know how to do changes to my setups yet, so it's something I'm trying to learn. Especially now that I have more access to IMSA series, something I can change the setup in. I didn't do any quali setups for this race as well, because I didn't really know if I could do that. So we're going to try to make the best of it as we can going through that. I haven't really ever done like a series that has pit stops as well, so that's something else I'm a bit nervous about going into this race, so we're going to try to get that right. I added a fuel calculator to my race labs to try to help me with that, but I really still don't know the strategy around like tires or no tires and stuff like that, so we're going to try to figure that out in this race. But with all that being said, if you like what you see in this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the car for quali and see where we can end up for the race. Okay. So let's see how we could do in our very first quali here.
Laps to get the job done.
Very first quali of IMSA. I really did not get to do the practice that I wanted to do today, and by that practice, literally any practice, I'm going completely cold into this race. I'm practicing, again, not as much as I would like to this week. I didn't run at all last week, which gives me a big disadvantage to anyone who did GT3 last week at Sebring and got practice there. And then I was doing a lot of minimum races for oval to try to work up my rating there, my license class there.
83 Fahrenheit.
And then some other minimum race stuff for to try to get credit participation. So I haven't really done too much practice here. Although the little bit of practice that I did, I was able to improve my pace from what I was doing in the GT3. Obviously, it could be a little bit to do with a little bit different setup stuff. I really haven't played with the setup at all. So sure we'll be at a big disadvantage for not doing that, but still try our very best. that we can. Try not to have too many of those. Best times I was running in practice, I think was a 202.4, but that was like really just one lap, so like mid to high 202s is where I was running. So we'll see if we can do that. I think the track conditions were a lot different in those practice laps, but still try to put down the best times that we can. A little bit slow there through turn 1. Smooth but slow, I think, through turn 5. Got to focus up for this lap. I just realized something. I forgot to load a Quali setup. My inexperience in non-fixed series coming out. I feel like the fixed series might have been a little bit better to do in that first couple races of IMSA, to not have big disparity with you know, setups that people can put on. But Sebring here at IMSA, this wide through sunset, gonna mess up our second lap as well as very slow end to that lap there.
P2, you're currently 1.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.42 off the pace.
The fixed series in IMSA this week has rain, which is even scarier than everything else for that first week of IMSA. So
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
despite the fact that it might have been a little bit easier from not having setup variations, the rain really overrides any other I was slow as hell. Really overrides any other advantage that doing the fixed series would have been, so that's why we're here in non-fixed. But obviously have to remember to load those Quali setups to be able to have the low fuel.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
On for an improvement, but really back of the pack, kind of expected. Really messing up sunset. So unfortunate. I know I could be so much better. That's such a terrible lap for me.
P12.
So I really want to try to this weekend fight into the 201s. I know I can hit it. Like I said, my best lap was a 202.4, so shaving 4/10 off that time to get into the 201s doesn't seem impossible to me, but going in cold to the first session does not aid me, as well as, like I said, definitely probably lost a lot of time from that lack of a quali setup, I believe. Distracted by everything else, doing those extra downshifts as we're just going around for our safety rating here, but in practice, considering I haven't had any, still good to have it. The only thing I don't know about that whole setup thing, I'm assuming IMSA isn't a, like, whatever you run in quali is what you run in the race series. I'm still new to all this shit, so I love IMSA. It's my favorite racing series, but still very new to how all the setup stuff is, and especially racing it.
That's the end of the session.
So,
P15.
Definitely something moving forward to remember to put on a quali setup, assuming that the setups switch from quali to race, but we're still trying to make the best of this race we can and ultimately survive. I want to try to get the strategy right on the pit stop. This might be my first time ever doing a pit stop in a race, so really want to try not to mess that up and really just want to survive the GDPs. So we'll get behind the pace car and we'll see what kind of result we can have in our very first IMSA race.
The driver behind's got a bit of a sketchy reputation. Be careful. Car number 6. Okay, rolling start.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. My computer does not particularly like IMSA right now, the amount of cars and everything. Further races, we may have to do some graphical changes to try to get better performance. We'll see how it develops through the race. Pretty nervous here on our first start. Something about first race in IMSA, I have no idea when we go green. Obviously, the green flag is going to fly for the GDPs well before us, so I don't know if we, as the GD3 class, are going to go green pretty much down the backstretch. Obviously, I can see the track map, very useful and helpful for IMSA racing here. Probably the thing that's going to save me a lot of times, if we can manage it. But that is going to show where the GDPs are, in reference to us, to see when we go green. I don't even know when the GDPs get the green flag, if they get it out of sunset or not. But I guess that's the fun of kind of learning on the fly here on this first race. Very scared about the strength of fields of the GDPs. It's only a 1.1, so how that is gonna mean for as they come by us, I don't really know. For GT3s, we're at a 1.3k strength of field, so about 2 more positions up and we'll be gaining iRating. That's where we're going to be probably looking to try to hit. See if that has any good benefits for us. Not sure what the strength of fields and iRating is going to mean in terms of IMSA and an A-class series, if people are going to have a stronger competitiveness, but still going to try our best. That's my first time seeing the sun here with the new iRacing update.
You need to close the gap to the guy ahead. The pace car has just left.
So
Okay,
we're going
Rob,
green
the
soon
pace
here.
car has just left.
Alright, there we go. Survival is the goal here.
There's an incident in turn 1.
I'm shocked. Which behind gonna have a run?
Incident in the hairpin.
terrible braking in line into the hairpin there. Scared about following other cars. It's been a while. Try to take it very slow on these opening laps when I haven't really been around other cars yet.
There's an incident in Quali.
Really, really slow.
Incident in Le Mans.
Gonna try, as we gain some space to the car ahead, to try to bring out our better pace as we get more comfortable, not worrying about running over the car behind us. Do have to worry about that GDP that spun catching us. Can't really see him on the track map, although I think I just saw his lights flashing in our rear view a little bit. Still not up to speed through sunset. Just not confident on the brakes.
Place.
A little bit better turn one.
There's an incident in Christensen. We think it might be Nicklaus.
So like funny the hecticness and nerves I have at this. Like when people spin, it's like, oh, was that a GDP or was it a GT3? To worry about if we have to worry about that coming in our rear views sooner rather than later. Feel very off the pace, very very nervous about all my braking markers and everything. And we have our first GDP coming up there. 3 seconds back. Definitely a lot extra braking there than we needed. I think we might have the GDP going into turn 3.
P12. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
And there we have our first GDP and IMSA passing us. As our first experience dealing with getting slowed up by a GDP. Really got to settle myself down and find my best pace. Definitely so much more pace in the bank for me. We can definitely escape the Porsche behind. I don't know about the Ferrari ahead, but I guess that
Gap to P13 behind is
depends on
now
them.
1.1.
Definitely need to improve sunset. That's 110%. I think a little bit sharp into the corner there.
Okay, Rob, the next car is not the cleanest racer. Tony, car number 17, and their rating is 1.4. The gap behind is now 1.2 seconds.
Unfortunately, getting kind of gapped by the Ferrari ahead. But there's a pack of them ahead, so we'll see if they fight. Any? As we try to improve our base. Get into the 202s and try to stay consistently there. I did talk about the being 4/10 off a 201 time in practice, but I'm not sure if we'll find that improvement in the race. I don't know if I want to focus as much on the times though, as much hitting our marks. I know what I need to do to try to put down a fast time, at least kind of. So that's all it comes down to. We opened up a gap to behind, so that's nice. Ferrari tried to have a look on the Corvette there, slowing him down. Slowly starting to eat into that.
The gap to Tony ahead is now 1.3 seconds.
Have a quick look at the track map to see where the GDPs are at. Do see one coming through the field. Although it looked like it was 7th place, so maybe a
Alexander is pitting from position.
Crashed out.
We should come out a little way behind you.
one. They're coming through Bishops right now, so maybe next lap that one will catch us. Still a little bit before the GDP catches itself. So we have the Corvette running really wide at sunset. Not enough for the Ferrari to easily get by though, so
0.4 seconds. P12.
try not to lose that rear end into turn 1. One of the things I'm very, very deep there.
The gap ahead is now 1.4 seconds.
Very deep, didn't lose too much time. I wonder if I was messed up or if the Ferrari had messed up closing speed and that messed me up. What I was going to say before that, I'm kind of curious with the pit strategy of how things are going to happen, of how much time we have with the COD. Okay, I didn't say this last lap, but I thought it. When the Ferrari hit that, the third cone at Tower, I was thinking the worst thing that can happen is those cones get taken out. And bang, worst thing happens. Someone takes out the cones at Tower. Completely messes up my marks. I don't know how, if those reset quicker rather than later, or if they reset at all. Hopefully they do. But with the pit strategy, I don't know how much fuel we're going to be putting in and how much time that's going to equate to, and if we're going to have any time for tires. If we do, I assume it's only going to be 2. And if we have time to put on 2 new tires, which side do we do? Not enough experience on the strategy end of tire management and all these stuff to know what side gets eaten out more on a track like Sebring.
Okay, Rob, there's a faster car approaching. Driving behind had lots of incidents lately, bear it in mind. Right side. Right side's clear. The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds.
That's so scary, a Red Bull GDP. We just lost out a lot there. But GDP helps a little bit. See if Tower's turns are returned. They are. Thank God. Yeah, it's just the closing stack up speed of as the Ferrari is closer to the Corvette and they're stacking up into the hairpin. How that's messing me up is that's something I've struggled with every single time I've driven here at Sebring.
The gap to Tony ahead is now 1.4.
If but we have been able to close the gap multiple times to the Ferrari and the Corvette, so I think there is some chance to get into that fight, especially as they were very close to each other. Haven't really had the chance to look a little bit wider into Gender BM than I would have liked. Definitely going to be at the down the backstretch this time. I want to look into looking at that fuel calculator to see if we see when we're supposed to be pitting. I don't know when to pit, but I do know I'm going to have to. I know that the fuel range is about 21 laps. When the race should run like 23 or 22. So, I think fuel is going to run just short. Oh, and here we go.
Blue flag. There's an incident here. Cunningham.
Okay.
Car right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
And here comes the fun. Now for this first race, I don't know if I'm going to be a little bit more generous with the GTPs. I think being generous with GP is a hard thing because you open up the door for them and
5 seconds.
that could
Blue flag.
be your death, really.
Past the car behind. The guy behind doesn't race very clean. Car right. Right side's clear.
Okay. Halfway on our fuel. We have 5 laps to empty, or 5.7 laps to empty. Very wide. I know what I said about the 21 laps. Took 5 laps to empty. We're on lap... Oh, yeah. Okay, we're on lap 9. So around 15. Distracted. See, this is I think the biggest challenge I'm gonna face driving an IMSA here, is trying not to get distracted by pit strategy and GDPs, where I start missing my marks, missing my pace, as we try to catch these cars ahead. Got some more GDPs coming up on here.
There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position. The driver behind's a bit sketchy. Watch your mirrors here. The gap to
it's
Tony
after Le Mans.
Increasing. It's now 2.9 seconds. Blue flag. Car clear left. Car right. Clear car right. Clear right.
That Acura was a bit dicey there for a second. Goddamn sunset. Literally, my eyes are glued to the white lines just to try to see where the cones are coming up.
Incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Karen. Okay, Rob. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Okay, there's definitely a pace fall off on myself. I think as these last final laps of the fuel tank are running out, we're gonna try to see if trying to make it the best that we can. I don't think we're gonna be able to do any fuel save to be able to extend a lap. So maybe a little bit of a push to try to get the most out of it. See where we are though at the end of this lap. As our lights come on.
The gap to Tony ahead is now 2.4.
Another GDP coming up, 3 seconds.
There's a faster car behind. We're racing them for position, so there'll be no blue flag. The guy behind isn't the cleanest racer, watch yourself. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. Your lap time was 2:03.54. Jack out behind is pitting now. There's an incident in the hairpin. Alright, Rob. The pit window is now open. Car left. Clear left. The gap to Tony ahead is now 2.2 seconds.
Unfortunately, with the GDP, I did not fully see where we're at of just when we want to come in. I don't know if it's me, but the GDP seems slow. Like, they did not catch me as fast through turn 1 as I really expected them to be. Oh, fuck.
Okay, Rob, you should have plenty of space on the exit. When we exit the pits, we should be in position 25.
That absolutely blows. We were just, it's fine. I wonder what the Ferrari's gonna do here. Backstretch here, we gotta think about what we want to do. Do I keep pushing, go to the end of my fuel and go 2 laps, or do I hit this lap and try to undercut the Ferrari? At my best, I feel faster than them, but I don't know. I think I might go for it and just see how it goes.
The gap to P8 in front is now 1.0.
Auto fuel is on. This is nice. I know I was talking about tires and like 2 tires all the time. I don't know the amount of time to fuel. Something I should have checked in practice throughout the night of like last night or a couple of nights ago.
There's an incident in
To check to see if
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
should have checked to see if we do have enough time on how much fuel we put in to get tires or not. So now the question is, if the Ferrari goes in, do we go in with them? If they don't go in, I think it's a pretty easy call for me to want to go into the pits here. I'll go in with them.
The pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left 89%. Left rear 92.
I think we would have had time for tires. See where it goes though? Again, pit strategy is something I've
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
never really
Rob. There's a faster class car approaching.
great with.
The driver behind's had a few incidents lately. Bear it in mind.
A bit slower on pit release than the Ferrari too, so. We obviously beat out the Porsche from behind. That's not good.
The gap to Tony ahead is increasing. It's now 3.3. Okay, Rob, there's a faster car bearing
Unfortunate.
down
Let's
on
see
you.
if we
He's the class leader. Blue flag. The driver behind, clear right.
we lost a lot out to the Ferrari.
The leader, Bruno, is pitting.
Not
Karen, car number 2, is leading the race.
not too enthusiastic about that. So we stretched the revs a little bit too much as well.
Tarbo is pitting from
See if they have any problems with any
close in front. Blue flag.
any traffic.
There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position. The guy behind's not the cleanest racer. Take care here. On your right. Clear right. The gap in front is now on your right. Right side's clear.
I'm already bad enough at Le Mans. Those GDPs bearing down on you really brings a lot of pressure to me. So now, you know, we got our first experience in the going into the pits. May have been a little bit slower into the pits than I would have liked. Not too bad on the pit stall. Something else I was worried about a lot.
Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. B13. The next car is sketchy. Tarbo, car number 12.
Now we have so the Ferrari got past the Corvette from pit strategy, and now we're gonna have some opportunities there. They're still really close though, so maybe that even has a little bit of a battle up there.
The hairpin.
And we'll see how GDPs end up being with their pit cycle as well. But we'll try to focus on our fastest laps at this point. Pit strategy is behind us.
Alan is entering the pits.
We will still have GDPs, but
he should come out just in front of you. You're reeling. Tarbo.
Try our best.
The gap is now 1.8 seconds.
we're on for a good lap though. By my standards.
Incident in Gurney. It looks like Dean. Stay on it. Keep digging. B12. Yellow flag. Car behind's a faster class. The car behind's a bit sketchy. Watch your mirrors here.
That position, or is that... I don't know.
Blue flag.
So we gotta guess into Cunningham or before it? Hopefully before it. Yep.
Car
There we go.
right side's clear.
That's what we want to see. Messes up a little bit through the corners, but hopefully now this Porsche goes and messes up that Corvette. Bishop's in Le Mans could be a great opportunity for them to really get slowed.
1.6 seconds. Stay between the lines, please, Rob.
It was a smart GDP that did not go for moves through Le Mans. Very dangerous place to do that, I feel like. No, I watched the 12 hours of Sebring, and I really wish I gained more knowledge of how to navigate all of this.
E11.
I'm starting off in the GT3s to not have to deal with that pressure of trying to make the overtake speed happen clean. You know, I get to watch how other cars overtake, what they do right, what they do wrong, and try to later in the season jump into a GDP and have some fun from that realm. But I think it's a nice idea to start off slower classical car, and not just throw ourselves into the deep end very first race. We got another GDP coming up.
Blue flag. Faster car approaching. This guy's the class leader. Watch your mirrors here. The guy behind's reputation is not great. Car right. Clear right.
Easy pass.
The gap to Talbot ahead is now 1.5 seconds.
We had one really good push lap, and then we've kind of fallen off that pace to not really be there. Although someone else has fallen off a lot. It's a Ferrari. I don't know if it's the same Ferrari from before. We have 2 more GDPs coming up. Could tell I was going to go ride there if I pushed hard.
There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position. The driver behind's reputation is not good. Blue flag.
Ooh, I think there must have been some interesting fighting there.
Car right. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Oh, come on, GDPs. Open up the door for me. They put me there. They slowed down the Corvette a lot. There's a big pack of GT3s there. And there we go. A little bit of IMSA contact there. Definitely not the best approach there. Could have made a move into tower, but unfortunately not.
Okay, Rob, there's a faster car approaching. The guy behind's got a bit of a sketchy reputation. Be careful.
See how this goes. Don't think we're gonna look for anything. Oh, it's so weird. It's the thing of like someone else's like really weird poor line messing up me.
Left side, clear left.
Thank you, GDP. Oh, GDP, go for it. GDP, why are you doing? Why are you so slow?
There's an incident in Zone 5. We think it might be Zach. Yellow flag, watch out.
Like there was another, I think it's the same GDP before, I was like, oh, that's a slow GDP. And they didn't catch us through turn 1, and right there we have another case of it. They seem to have held off there going into the hairpin though. I'm confused by them now. A GDP is slower than a GT3. What? Okay. This is what you can get for being in the lower splits, I guess. I'm assuming it'll be easy slam dunk for them here on the straight. Wide through Le Mans.
The gap to P9. Car right. Clear right. Okay, Rob. The next car is sketchy. Tony, car number 17.
That's so annoying because they if they were a fast GDP through turn 1, they would have. Oh, there we go. Bad line. Oh, we have a fast Ferrari behind us. Probably one of the guys that spun.
There's a faster car approaching, P10. Blue flag. On your left. Clear left.
Jesus Christ.
Left side. Clear left.
Trying to beat the inside, bro.
There's an incident in the hairpin. The gap to P11 behind is now 1.2 seconds.
Not good. Definitely a faster Ferrari. Might not really be worth a fight. Actually, yeah, it's not worth the fight. If he gets to me, I'm gonna let him go, because if he can go catch the Ferrari and the Corvette that I've been struggling to catch, he can battle with them and bring me into that fight, potentially. Hopefully, he's fast enough to catch us with us not having to lose too much time. But running a 101 is definitely should be fast enough. That run 01 pace should be fast enough to kind of just blow by us. Getting a little bit loosey on us there. Open up the inside for him to probably power around us, I assume.
On your right.
Go for it, come on.
Clear right.
I don't want to lose that too much time. Go get him. Go get him.
Come on, Rob.
Open up the gap for me.
Panic. We'll get him back.
Come on. Come on, Dean. So now we got to bring out our best pace to stay here.
There's a faster class car approaching.
But not to lose out to the
Behind your
GDP too much.
reputation isn't great. your right. Right side's clear.
Are we gonna have 2 laps left, or I don't know. Come on, Gene. No! That's what we didn't want. Nah. Sloppy mistakes.
Captain Dean ahead is now 1.1. P11.
Okay, they're still fighting though, so still a chance here. At least one position.
The car in front is not the cleanest racer. Dean, car number 3. Alright Rob, push now. We can catch up here.
Push now is not exactly what we want.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
We have another fast car behind. I'm doing something I hope doesn't backfire on me. I changed my throttle map. Go down to 2. See if we get extra power. No! Overdriving it. Might have to change back down if this isn't the white flag. A little bit too extra on the white flag.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Gave it up relatively easily there. Wonder if that like half a lap on field map 2 is gonna make us not make it to the... Oh! Someone didn't make it to the flag either. Okay, well we didn't have to fight to try to get past Tony. We let 2 faster cars by. Probably could have fought the McLaren a little bit more.
Car left.
But
Clear left.
thank you, BMW. I think it's white flag this time. I hope it's white flag this time. There we go, white flag.
White flag, 1 more lap.
See if there's anything to be done here in the last lap. That's probably a no. But we'll see if there's any chaos ahead. There's a group of cars. So,
okay, Rob,
see?
the next car is Sketchy. Zach, car number 18, B license, and their rating is 1.4. The gap to 10th position ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, nothing for the guys up ahead, unfortunately. Even if they battle at this point, don't think it's going to matter much unless they wreck each other out. Which we don't want to see. Don't want to gain positions that way. Now, if they slow each other, that's different, but again, through Le Mans, through Sunset, don't really see that happening, again, unless there's a wreck out. But we're going to make it across the line in our very first IMSA race. 2 off tracks, avoided chaos of GDPs, didn't completely mess up a pit strategy. Maybe could have done it better, but didn't completely mess it up. I definitely feel like I could have paced the fight up more with some of these other guys that we could have had. So, but we did better. We gapped some of the cars that were behind us, so I'm happy with that. When did we even finish? P11, we gained I rating, so considering it's my very first ever time doing really even multi-class racing, I'm pretty happy with that result, and we'll see if we can improve from here. Definitely going to jump in a lot more practice after this race to see if we can try to improve that pace. 202.5 is the fastest lap. I'm actually pretty happy with. That's a 10th off my fastest lap I've done so far. Definitely improvements on that lap, and definitely want to get more consistent at that. But we'll try to see what we can do.
P11, and there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.